Anna and John were a joyful and loving couple who shared a strong bond and a fulfilling life together. One day, they decided to take a significant step forward in their journey. They wanted to start a family. At first, they were nervous, uncertain about whether they were ready for such a big change. Despite their initial doubts, they embraced the challenge wholeheartedly. Determined to prepare for this new chapter, Anna and John spent months learning everything they could. They read parenting books, watched educational videos, and sought advice from friends who had experience raising children. This preparation brought them closer together, building both their confidence and excitement for the journey ahead. Anna and John's excitement reached new heights when they discovered that Anna was pregnant. The news filled their hearts with joy and anticipation as they began imagining the incredible journey ahead. Eager to welcome their little one, the couple dove into preparations with enthusiasm. They transformed a room into a cozy nursery, carefully choosing colors, furniture, and decorations to create a warm and loving space for their baby. Alongside these preparations, Anna and John practiced essential parenting skills, from changing diapers on a toy doll to learning how to soothe a crying baby. As the months passed, their anticipation grew. While excitement was their dominant emotion, a hint of nervousness lingered as they thought about the challenges of parenthood. Yet, they reassured each other with their unwavering support, determined to be the best parents they could be. The long-awaited day finally arrived when Anna felt the first signs that their baby was ready to enter the world. Excitement and nervousness surged as she turned to John and whispered, "It's time." John quickly grabbed the hospital bag they had packed weeks earlier, his hands trembling slightly as he helped Anna to the car. The drive to the hospital was a blur of emotions. Between steadying breaths and comforting words, Anna and John held hands tightly, anchoring each other through the rush of anticipation. At the hospital, the staff guided them to the delivery room, where hours of effort, patience, and strength unfolded. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the cries of a newborn filled the room. Anna and John looked at each other, their eyes brimming with tears of joy and relief. The doctor gently handed them their baby girl, a tiny, perfect bundle with delicate fingers and a button nose. In that moment, time seemed to stand still. Overwhelmed with love, they marveled at the little life they had created. Holding their daughter in their arms, they felt a profound connection they had never known before. Anna and John exchanged a knowing smile, realizing that everything in their lives had changed. They were no longer just a couple. They were now a family. Bringing their baby girl home was both exhilarating and daunting for Anna and John. As they stepped through the front door, they were greeted by a mix of excitement and uncertainty. The nursery was ready, and their hearts were full, but nothing could have prepared them for the realities of their first night as parents. The peaceful sleep they had hoped for was quickly replaced by a symphony of cries that echoed through the quiet house. Anna tried singing a lullaby, her voice soft and soothing, while John gently rocked the baby, his eyes heavy with exhaustion. Despite their efforts, the crying persisted, leaving them feeling helpless and unsure. In the midst of their struggle, a moment of shared laughter broke the tension. As they fumbled with a diaper change at 3 a.m., they realized they had put it on backward. Exhausted but amused, they laughed together, finding comfort in their shared imperfections. Over the next few days, Anna and John began to find their rhythm. They learned how to differentiate between the baby's cries, whether she was hungry, tired, or just needed to be held. Each small victory, like soothing her to sleep or mastering a quick diaper change, boosted their confidence. Though sleep-deprived and occasionally overwhelmed, they leaned on each other, embracing the unpredictability of parenthood with determination and love. Day by day, they grew not only as parents, but also as partners, discovering new depths of patience, teamwork, and humor. Amidst the sleepless nights and busy days, Anna and John found themselves captivated by their daughter's rapid growth and development. One sunny morning, as Anna played with her baby on the couch, she saw a tiny smile spread across her daughter's face for the very first time. It was a simple yet magical moment that brought tears to Anna's eyes. She called out to John, who rushed in and shared her amazement. That small smile felt like the most rewarding gift, making all their hard work worthwhile. As weeks turned into months, their baby girl continued to surprise them with new milestones. She began cooing and babbling, her sweet sounds filling the house with joy. Then, one quiet afternoon, while Anna was gently rocking her, the baby looked up and said her first word, "Mama." Time seemed to freeze as Anna's heart swelled with emotion. She hugged her daughter tightly, cherishing the tender moment. When John returned home, Anna couldn't wait to share the news. While he was thrilled, he playfully teased, "All right, my turn. Dada is next." Together, they celebrated their daughter's growing ability to communicate. Determined to capture every milestone, Anna and John filled their phones with countless photos and videos. From the baby's first giggle to her attempts at rolling over, they documented everything, knowing these moments would be treasured memories. Even on the most exhausting days, those small achievements gave them renewed energy and a deep sense of pride. Each milestone was a reminder of how quickly time was passing, inspiring them to cherish every fleeting moment of their baby's early years. As the months passed, Anna and John watched in awe as their daughter's world began to expand. One day, while playing on the living room floor, she surprised them by pushing herself up onto her hands and knees. With a determined expression, she began to crawl. Anna and John cheered her on, clapping and encouraging every little movement. From that moment, their baby was on the move, exploring every corner of the house with boundless curiosity. Soon after mastering crawling, she started pulling herself up to stand, using the couch or her parents' hands for support. Her wobbly attempts at standing filled Anna and John with pride and excitement. They eagerly encouraged her, knowing that her first steps were just around the corner. One day, while John was sitting nearby, she let go of the couch and took a shaky step toward him. Time seemed to stand still as she giggled and tried again, her parents cheering her on with beaming smiles. It was a monumental moment that left them both overjoyed and emotional. As their daughter became more active, Anna and John began teaching her simple words like ball, cat, and tree. Although her first attempts were often comically mispronounced, they always celebrated her efforts with applause and smiles. Her laughter at their reactions became a constant source of happiness in their home. Her curiosity seemed endless, and she explored her surroundings with wide-eyed wonder. Anna and John marveled at how quickly she was growing, finding joy in every sound she made, every step she took, and every new word she learned. Her bright eyes and infectious laughter reminded them daily of the pure delight of watching their child discover the world. As their daughter continued to grow, Anna and John often found themselves reflecting on how much their lives had transformed since becoming parents. Parenthood had tested their patience in ways they never imagined, through sleepless nights, endless crying, and the constant juggling of responsibilities. Yet they realized that these challenges had also brought them closer together, deepening their bond as a couple. They noticed how they had become a stronger team, seamlessly sharing tasks and supporting each other through difficult moments. Whether it was taking turns calming their daughter during late-night wake-ups or cheering her on as she mastered new milestones, Anna and John found joy in working together. Their mutual encouragement and love had made their journey not only manageable, but deeply rewarding. One evening, as they sat on the floor playing with their little girl, she surprised them with a heartfelt moment they would never forget. Looking up at Anna, she smiled and said, "I love you." Anna's eyes filled with tears as she reached out to embrace her daughter, overwhelmed by the purity of the words. Later, when their daughter turned to John and said the same, his heart swelled with pride and happiness. Moments like these reminded Anna and John of the profound connection they shared as a family. They cherished the growing bond with their daughter, marveling at how her personality was blossoming and how much love she brought into their lives. These simple yet powerful experiences reaffirmed what they had always hoped for, that being parents was the most meaningful and fulfilling role they could ever take on. One quiet evening, Anna and John sat together on the couch, flipping through family photo albums filled with memories of their daughter's early years. Each picture told a story: her first smile, her first steps, the countless moments of joy and love they had shared as a family. As they looked at the photos, they couldn't help but reflect on how quickly time had passed. It felt as if it had been just yesterday when they were bringing their newborn home from the hospital, unsure of what the future held. Now their little girl was growing fast, reaching new milestones and showing more of her unique personality every day. As they reminisced, Anna and John were filled with a deep sense of gratitude for the life they had built together. They were thankful for the challenges they had overcome and the beautiful moments that had shaped their journey. Parenthood had not always been easy, but it had brought them closer, teaching them the true meaning of love, patience, and resilience. In that moment, as they held hands and gazed at their daughter, they made a promise to each other to face the future with unwavering love, to continue supporting each other through whatever came their way, and to always cherish the laughter and joy their little one brought into their lives. The journey ahead would undoubtedly come with more challenges, but Anna and John knew they were ready to take it on together as a family. As Anna and John looked at their daughter, now peacefully sleeping in her crib, they shared a quiet moment of reflection. Parenting, they knew, was both challenging and beautiful, an ever-changing journey filled with highs and lows, joy and exhaustion. There were days when it felt overwhelming and nights when they doubted themselves, but those moments were always balanced by the incredible love they felt for their daughter. Their little girl was, without a doubt, their greatest treasure, bringing light into their lives in ways they had never imagined. The journey of raising her had deepened their bond, strengthening their patience, love, and teamwork. Anna and John had learned that the challenges of parenting weren't just obstacles to overcome, but opportunities to grow together. Grateful for every step of the journey, they knew that the future held more milestones and memories to cherish. As they sat hand in hand, Anna and John realized that no matter what lay ahead, they were ready to face it with the same love, laughter, and unwavering commitment that had brought them this far. They were in this together, forever.